again. So there you have it. It's me, Phoenix. Please do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you rock with me and got my six, meaning have my back because I have yours. You guys do me a favor, go over to my other channel, The World is Waiting Tarot. That is an all zodiac sign channel where you can get general reads, all the zodiacs, and also, where I break them down, each individual zodiac. And I think when I get 1,000, okay, the cards just flew out. You saw that, right? What I was saying is I think when I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to go live over there and pull Zodiac. Eight of Swords. Somebody's overthinking, but I'm going to pull this out. So the way this read is going to go, we're going to pick a topic, which is in here somewhere. We're going to discuss the journey, the lesson. We're going to understand the lesson and the journey. And then towards the end of the read, we're going to pull from the 4 agreements. We're going to also pull from the crystal deck, which focuses on the chakras that we need to work on and understand. We're going to release all the negativity and the old energy from this read at the end with an affirmation. I love you guys. So here we go. Let's see what cards flew out. Justice, Queen of Pentacles, Empress, and King of Swords. So there is justice, some type of balance that's happening, consequences of your actions. Some type of balance that's happening when it comes to you and reflecting. The Queen of Pentacles is that you've nurtured and you've given, and you're in a state of peace to where, if this is a King of Swords type energy that you've been dealing with, air energy, or it's because the King of Swords says when faced with a difficult situation, be impartial, right? Balance, right? And carefully evaluate your options with a rational mind. So again, back to the 4 agreements, that you did your best. You know that you did your best. You nurtured the situation. You saw the beauty in the situation, and now it's time for you to see the beauty and nurture yourself because you were faced with a difficult situation. And now the consequences of your actions, meaning what you've put out, you're starting to get back in return, and that is where the 4 agreements comes in at, because now you're at a point to where, and if you're not there, you're getting there to where you're not going to make an assumption. You're going to always do your best, what you have. You're not going to take anything personally, and you're going to be impeccable with your words moving forward. And so that is where I see where I see you are. And again, if this has to do with a person, place, thing, or a situation, we're making it about you because you have to see where you fit, how you felt in that moment. So if you came here for a love reading, it'll probably come out towards the end, and that's about you loving yourself. That is the journey of this healing that we're doing. 3 cards come out with the 4 agreements because now we got to see what you need to work on and why you need to work on it if you haven't already started, right? 4 agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best and don't make assumptions. So at some point you were making assumptions about what this situationship would be like, but you always have done your best. So therefore you have nothing to feel guilty about. Bottom of the deck, again, overthinking. So this is a situation to where you were overthinking at one point. You see the reflection here. You're reflecting on the things that you've done when it comes to this situation so that the window is open, so that you won't feel so bad. You see, this is, her looking through a mirror, and this is her looking down at the scales being balanced because her sword is where the boundaries stop, where you set the boundaries at. Does that make sense? But before, when you were overthinking, you felt tied up. You felt like you could not get to this point. So now that you're here, oh, whoa, boom, 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 and you're trusting in yourself. So it could be Gemini, two sides, right? It could be a Gemini that you're dealing with, but we're not focusing on the actual person that you're dealing with. We're focusing on your energy, your feelings, your feelings, because again, you balanced out the scales when it came to you trusting in yourself. And that is the best thing that you could do because you're reflecting, but now this is a peaceful reflection because before you didn't know how to feel when it came to this energy of you doing everything you could, and it's still not enough because maybe this person is a loner and goes on hikes by themselves and you just want to hang around and be around. So I say that you learn to trust in yourself. Does that make sense? You learn to trust in yourself, and then here it is now where you are is that you're getting your rewards. The fruits of your labor are here. Everything that you did and you stood for, the fruits of your labor are now paying off because you did what you could. Sorry, I'm moving this thing. You did what you could, and so now you're receiving your rewards. All of the seeds that you planted are starting to come to fruition, right? And you're not overthinking anymore. Wait a minute, boom, and that's called balance. That's called balance, right? Temperance energy. And so no more overthinking because you're trusting in yourself. This is how it came out right here. Because you're trusting in yourself and you're getting your rewards. And that's the balance that you need when it comes to everything that you did. So making assumptions. What is an assumption? That's you seeing the potential in people. And that's you thinking that this person, place, thing, or situation is ready to do the same thing that you're doing. And you're not being impeccable with your words. So for some reason, impeccable with your words did not come out. That means you didn't speak exactly what you want and then set the boundaries. But moving forward, you're drawing a line in the sand. That's where that sword is there. You're drawing a line in the sand. And if there's no balance in that, then it's not happening. Because now you trust in yourself. You trust in yourself. And you've been guided, and it's just like, wait, hold on. And all the seeds that you planted have moved forward to be what it is. So eliminate gossip. Don't make assumptions. Eliminate gossip. Hold on, let me close this window. Hold on. Okay. Me and You is over. Tony. Don't make assumptions. Eliminate gossip. It says, making assumptions is a setup for suffering because usually we gossip about our assumptions. So when we start to get in our feelings, right, and we start overthinking, we start calling people and trying to not really ask for advice, but what we're doing is we're running shit by them. But in their thing is that we're asking for advice or we want their opinion. And sometimes we just need somebody to reflect energy on. Here. This is why she's reflecting in the mirror and not with the person. You don't see her communicating her fears with the person. She's communicating them with a mirror. And the universe is the birds and telling you, you know what? If you feel like this is something that's weighing you down, we're listening, but you got to trust in yourself. Nobody can weigh you down if you trust in yourself. Does that make sense? And so we make assumptions and believe we are right. Then we defend our assumptions and try to make others wrong. This is like trauma bonding and gathering. I'm not here to trauma bond with you. I'm here for you to hear your thoughts in your head and to actually know that that's your intuition telling you that you need to listen to yourself and not worry and not feel bad because you know that you always done your best. Take action on your ideas, right? Doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestation, no results, and no rewards. You understand? So you got to take action based upon the feelings and the emotions. Does that mean you take your sword and you... No. That means send strength and healing, period. Let me work on me. Because if I'm overthinking and I don't trust in myself and there's no balance here and I'm nurturing and giving and making sure that I'm mothering and seeing the beauty in everybody else, but not myself, then I got to take action for myself. Don't make assumptions. Discern the truth. Because, see, this is the energy of your friends like, oh, yeah, girl, he ain't shit. Or she ain't shit. It don't matter because if you go home or if you still going to answer the call, it don't matter what somebody else thinks. So start talking to yourself. Like I tell you guys, I used to have meetings with myself. I'm not scared to say that. But I had to talk things through. And somebody was listening. Hopefully I was. But that's your intuition telling you, ding, 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 red flag, red flag. You already know the answer. But sometimes you just, because you invested so much time, you don't want to have to take action. And that's why this card comes when faced with difficult situations. This is the universe. Look, the owl, I tell you guys, the owl is the great teacher. And, everybody is telling you, the butterfly, or what is this, a dragonfly? Everything is telling you, when faced with a difficult situation, be impartial. You already did that. Carefully evaluate your options. You've been doing that by overthinking. But you've been talking about what you're going to do. You've been talking about it, the gossip part of it. Because you want to hear, see, sometimes people will tell you what you want to hear. And then you go and and you and this, and then they're not even listening because you made the assumption that they wanted what you wanted. And respectfully, it's okay, but it hurts. And that's why it says that. It starts to hurt you by knowing that you need to take action on something and you don't do anything. So then the years pass fast, right? Don't make assumptions, discern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe that they are true. We make an assumptions, we misunderstand, we take it personally, then we react by I just said that, by sending emotional poison with our word. This creates a whole big drama for nothing, because at some point these are permanent decisions on temporary emotions. You can go and get riled up. You ever see like the crowds? One person riles the crowd up, right? And now I know what tarot deck. I'm going to pull another tarot deck. A person that riles the crowd up, and then they turn around and they get everything started, and everybody's ready to let's get them. That crowd, and then you turn around after the fact and all said and done, and you make these bold statements, and you say this, you do this, and then you realize that you made a permanent decision on a temporary emotion that you felt, because after you thought about it, it's like, I don't even feel like that anymore. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull from this other deck. Hold on, let me find it. I think it's this one. Yeah. Yeah. After you do that, you turn around and you don't even feel that way anymore. So I say this, and I'm pulling this deck because this is a deck of being led in this tarot world. You're being led in the tarot world to make decisions based upon ego. This is an ego type deck to me. This is, where's the book at up there? Hold on. I got to think about what this name of this book is. He's the guy made this book around the paintings of a famous artist. Damn, I can't think of what it's called. Anyway, maybe I'll think about it before we get to the point. Edgar Allan Poe, right here. That's what it is. Edgar Allan Poe is called a companion. This is the companion tarot deck, right? So you make these assumptions about a person based upon, the Queen of Cups, and you are sad. This is how you feel: empty, sad. Like nothing is coming in your cups. Queen of Cups, empathy. You feel sad in regards to you feeling alone because this person is not doing what you want. And then the Ace of Pentacles come out, and it lets you know that the joy and happiness and the new beginnings have to happen for you to get out of this emotional state, because the Queen of Cups is normally happy. The Queen of Cups is normally somebody who's empathetic and pours from one cup into another, and sees the beauty in everything, but she sees pain. She sees pain, she sees darkness, she sees sadness, and therefore, in order to have a new beginning, exactly what I said, Two of Wands. So this is the same thing that I was saying. So when it comes to plans, travel, and new ideas, you're letting people rile you into making plans of gathering and trying to make something, create fetch based on your assumptions. And you know that, but this is temporary. So you should be making plans, for the future, plans for new ideas to travel and do things. But you're riling the army up by you talking to people and getting their perspectives. And then they're like, oh, yeah. No, that's not what you do. And so, Page of Pentacles energy. The Page of Pentacles is telling you, never stop learning, because if you think you know everything, you know nothing at all. Now that you're at this journey, this point where you are, right? What are you doing? So are you learning from this situation? Of course you are, because there's balance. Of course you are, because there's balance. You don't see this person working on themselves with anybody else. They're doing and putting things together for themselves. They're putting things together for themselves because you made an assumption that they wanted what you wanted. And then respectfully, this is what they're doing. While you're maintaining home and everything, they're going to go out and go play the flute. And this is the Ten of Cups energy. This should be happy life, happy wife. But this is done by yourself. You're doing this and creating this and planting these seeds. Like I said, you're planting these seeds by yourself because this person idea of what you wanted was an assumption. You made the assumptions by not being impeccable with your words. And that's what we all do. And then you feel like a fool. And it respectfully, so now you have to take a leap and do something different, because this person is not worried about the things that you are. This is you, seeing the spontaneous behavior of another person taking action with other people. and not with you, because basically you weren't clear with what you wanted, and that's fine. So we're going to see Seven of Swords. So this is chess. This is checkers, not chess right now that this person is playing, because they're building and doing the things that they want to do. But when they get to the point to where they want to start playing chess, right? Then they'll start looking at everything that you brought into this when they start to feel, their insecurities. But right now, you feel insecure. And then the Four Wands energy. The Four Wands energy, you feel all sad. And I mean, you feel sad. So the Four Wands should be peace, happiness, and harmony. But you feel sad and alone. And look at your guardian angels. It's like, okay, we got to go get Cancer. We got to go get Cancer, because now Cancer is overthinking in her head. And now we got to kind of nudge her back to the right way. And then it comes with the Five of Wands. Yeah, so now the conflict is here. Now everybody that was with you in this crowd is it's conflict now, because you guys, don't, okay, how do I say this? What you tell people, because this is conflict, competition, and strength. So what you tell people in the midst of your temporary emotions, right? This person can use it against you, right? And now all of you guys are being put, it's like, oh, okay, I'm telling you this, and I wasn't telling you this to, let you make a judgment for me. But if you tell people your insecurities, then they use them against you. And this is the insecurities right here. This is the insecurity. So maybe this same, yes, there it is. So this same person, look, I can't make it up. This same person right here is listening, right, to your insecurities, and they'll be there to listen to your insecurities, right? And then they turn around and they use it against you. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why we have to learn to be impeccable with our words and not to make assumptions, and always do your best, which we do, but not to take anything personal. But you're not going to tell people how you feel. You're going to have these conversations with yourself moving forward. Yeah, the Lover's energy. And so at the same time, you are thinking that this person is on the same page as you. No, this person is working on themselves. They're working on themselves. They don't know how to do this. And then this same person doesn't see exactly what you want, because they're seeing what they need to do, right? They're seeing what they need to do for themselves, right? Oh, wait, this goes here. They're seeing what they need to do for themselves. And then here it is, the Lovers doing what makes your heart happy when they realize, hold on, let me show you. When they realize that it's too late, not meaning actual, this is Edgar Allan Poe, so it's pretty dark. But when they realize that you're gone, then the same person will come and be like, I got to go get Cancer back. I got to go get Cancer back. I got to create something. Because remember, Page of Pentacles energy, right? Never stop learning, because if you think you know everything, you know nothing at all. This person thought you will always be there until you're not. You see what I'm saying? Until you're not. And so now the Nine of Cups energy is just like, you have to understand your dreams, your enjoyment, and your happiness. And it doesn't always come with love. It comes with you planting the seed, those same seeds. Oh, right here, Nine of Pentacles. It comes with you planting the seeds, right? And making yourself stuff happen, but also being impeccable with your words and saying what you want, so that you know that you're not going to waste time. And then when they say what they say after the fact or in the beginning, then you know which way to move. And that's your intuition telling you the same things that you thought that you can fix, because you made an assumption that you've seen the beauty in this person. They're not going to see what you see until you get enough of it. And then they're going to come back and be like, or they're going to come back every time and act like they don't know nothing that's going wrong. Let me pull from this card deck, and then I just feel like you got everything. This is, I don't know what it's called, a heart deck. I don't know what it's called, respectfully. Sorry about that. But yeah, I just feel like, I think it's like a soulmate, twin flame type thing. Yeah. I just feel like you have to be able to be the one to make the decision when it comes to yourself, and not make assumptions, and not make assumptions when it comes to how you feel a person feels. So the cards come out, and it's these two cards. It says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities, right? And embrace new possibilities. Right here, Ace of Pentacles energy. Right there. It says, a new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So, again, that is you having balance and going after your stuff because you realize that you were making assumptions in regards to how you wanted to be with this person, and then you started to talk and spew poisons to people who used it against you. And then when you decide to come back, because it was a temporary emotion, right? Now everybody is talking about you, and everybody, and it's like, no, they're using it against you. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So again, now you realize that the freedom, the past, leave it here. Yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment. As of now, you can't change the past. You can't look towards the future right now because that's causing you anxiety. Right now is the present moment. You've done your best, and so now freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. This person has to realize that too and not wait until it's too late. And so send strength and healing, period, for this person so that they can come back, hopefully healed. But again, stop making assumptions because that is where we are with this situation. So now I'm going to go ahead. I pull from the crystal deck. Sorry, I'm saying I'm going to go ahead. Pull from the crystal deck. I want to pull. Nope. I'm going to pull from 100 Ways to Win at Love. That's what I was saying as I was going to pull, and I stopped. Okay. Yeah, because I just feel like, when it comes to this situation, you have to know that your freedom and the justice that you have to have is seeing the beauty in yourself and not really making assumptions and telling people how you feel, because it'll always be used against you. Now, for love or money, be honest with yourself and identify how money is affecting your love life. Get a clear picture of your attitude towards money and break down the real issues. So again, this person is about money. You're about love. You guys have to be able to see and come together in order for you to have anything. But again, is your relationship based upon money? Does this person not think you're enough because you don't have enough money? Or, you got to look at things like that. You got to look and see what it is. Are you lacking money and worried about this relationship because you've nurtured it so much to where you're starting to have financial insecurities and that's all you could think about? Be willing to lose them to get them. Bam. That's the whole part. You got to move forward. This is everything. Be willing to lose them to get them. I've never gotten this card in our reads. If you want them, you will have to be willing to lose them. Don't put them on a pedestal. They haven't earned it. Exactly. Keep your boundaries strong without bending them. You cannot bend this knife once you know what it is. The reflections, you have to trust in this situation. You got to be willing to lose them to get them. I say that to you. Work on yourself. Send strength and healing, period. Leave the past where it's at. You cannot tell what the future is going to be. The new possibilities happen right now. The freedom is where you are now. And so you got to be willing to lose them to get them. That's just everything. Now the pink calcite is here. This is your heart chakra, damn it. Your ability to love, to be harmonious, and to forgive. Listen, send strength and healing, period. Goodbye is on by Jagged Edge. I don't really want to say goodbye. You get what I'm saying? He say sometimes the hardest thing you got to do. Sometimes the thing you got to do is the hardest thing. And that's about saying goodbye. But that doesn't mean it's goodbye forever. Or it might be. I don't really like to see you cry. But you think because I packed your stuff. You get what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, you got to say goodbye in order for this person to really see. I said that in this reading. And so now they're making some type of hesitation to get, reach out their hand to you, right? You got to learn to love somebody else. Universal love, compassion, and healing. The heart chakra. You have to be able to forgive, send strength and healing, period, with nothing else behind it. No other attachments behind it. No past attachments and no future anxiety and attachments. You know, you got to be able to live right now, and know that you did your best in the situation. But your best was taking everything from you and putting it into somebody else. And now you're overthinking that, or you were overthinking that. Now you're in a situation to where you realize the scales are balanced. And that's what it says. You got to be willing to lose them to get them, because they'll realize it. And maybe that's why this person here is thinking, where did I go wrong? Air energy, air energy. And then they're going to start saying, ah, damn, you know what? This is where everything works, and I got to give you guys everything. Let me pull from the messages of the heart. Hold on. Yeah, and then you get to the point to where, you know, they start to think, you know, but before they start to think about what they did wrong, they start spewing anger and sending you messages and calling you like, oh, you must be messing with somebody else or something like that. No, I just learned me. You don't even have to say that. Yeah, look at that. The rival. They choose someone else over you, and though it wasn't what they wanted, they thought it was the right thing to do. So maybe that's the reason why. Maybe somebody, you know, the love of money. They working on stuff. They feel like the temporary decisions that they make are good until they realize that they're not. Fairy tale. They think this kind of of love. Excuse me. They think this kind of a love only happens in fairy tale stories, because to them you are too perfect to believe it's true. So maybe that's why they see the beauty in you, and they see that you putting everything behind them. Sometimes what people fear scares them. And sometimes, you know, and they run away and they do certain things. Healing. Look, they're at the end of this big healing cycle, coming to peace with their past and bringing back balance in the connection. I mean, that could be the situation. Be willing to lose them to get them, right? Anxiously waiting. They search for you in everything, feel you everywhere, always in the back of their mind, hoping they run into you. So again, this is a part of the healing journey that happens. You see what I'm saying? So the freedom is you doing what you have to do. All right, I did that. Yeah, I approach life with love and compassion. That's what you always do. That's why you're able to nurture and to love with, with giving, because I approach life with love and passion. But sometimes you have to understand that there's boundaries, not sometimes, all the time. There's boundaries that need to be set in every situationship, relationship, family, friends, whatever it is, jobs. You have to set boundaries in those situations because, again, you giving is your fairy tale that you made assumptions that this will get better if I keep giving to it. But then when you realize that it's not, and it's causing you to overthink and not to trust in yourself or to have balance in yourself, then you turn around and change it up and you start to trust in yourself, balance it out, and then you realize that you have to be this for yourself. And that's when they realize that, wait a minute, Cancer is not there. Cancer's not answering my calls. Cancer's not doing this. I approach life with love and compassion. Does that make sense? And so there you have it. There you are, they're healing and anxiously waiting to run into you or to see you. But you got to be willing to let them go. You got to be able to lose them in order to get them. And even if they go with somebody else, if they choose somebody else, they're not going to be happy. So who are they hurting? Like Drika says, he not hurting me, he hurting himself. You got to learn how to understand what it is that a person does when they are fearful and they don't understand. They make assumptions that they're doing something that's best for them when you already seen what's best for them, but that's not for you to do it. It's for them to do it. That's the tree of life. That's the nurturing situation that you have when it comes to you, Cancer. All right, so let's go ahead and let this old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. My niece isn't available to do my nails this week. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye-bye.